So I'm Gabrielle Watson. I'm running for state representative in District 3, which is Moulton Borough and Madison and Tamworth. You know, when I'm knocking on doors, one of the things that I hear a lot is that people are worried about education. And so I always say, well, so what are you worried about? Like, what about it is making you worried? And anybody who has a teacher in their lives, you know, it's a sister, it's a daughter, it's a brother, it's a cousin. Anybody who has a teacher in their lives is going to tell you that they're being underpaid, they're working really hard, and they have to buy materials for their kids because they're being nickeled and dimed, not only in what they're being paid, but also in the resources that the schools has to make available for them. So our public schools are being sucked dry by underinvestment at the state level, and an unfair way that we fund our public schools. So poor communities have really low resources available for their public schools. But also now with the new voucher program, people are like really up in arms about that. It's like, why should my tax money go to pay for somebody else to send their kid to a private school when 90% of the people who were using that system were never in public school to begin with? So it just feels very, very unfair. I mean, we've spent nearly $15 million on that just this year alone. So that money is being sucked out of our public school systems. And so everybody's taxes either have to come up to fill that gap that's now been created, or the quality of our public education goes down. So who does that hurt? You know, it's everybody. It's all the students in the public schools. So we've got to find a better way. We really do. The other thing about public schools too that people are really kind of shocked about is this whole notion of, you know, divisive concepts that was passed last year, which enable people to sue teachers if they happen to talk about something that might be upsetting to a student or a parent of a student. They can be sued. So like if they're teaching about American history of slavery, or they're teaching about lesbian and gay people getting the right to marry, that might be upsetting to some students or some parents, and they could get sued for that. You know, that to me, that's so un-American. It's so wrong. And it just tells you, you know, we're in a really bad place right now with our democracy. If it's like, yeah, it's okay to censor people and not talk about the hard parts and the good parts of our history. You know, we have a lot to be proud of, but there's also been a lot of struggles.